want you to know this Black Friday, you can sleep in.
All over the region.
Retailers are calling this their
149,000 stores offering
Millions
sales
of dollars
in
in
the
cash sales changing hands starting on
New York.
hit the stores. The flu season is off to its earliest
Appears to be a previously unknown variant of the flu, suspected case catching many experts off guard.
Today I was feeling like maybe I was...
Back on the breaking news, leading with unconfirmed reports of a smallpox
outbreak is a highly rehearsed scenario.
And National Guard units converging on a hospital in central
bridges are closed. It's smallpox is a very real
More deaths
danger.
than AIDS, more than Ebola.
Let me stop you there. This is not a panic situation.
An entire American city is
known
locked
as
down.
green poison. Central Park has been converted to a mass burial ground.
Power outages, gas line leaks, fires. The government's
We're expecting another night of widespread looting.
People of New York are begging for
One
Any available units. Fire and house in the
our first responders are either dead
no resources available.
or treated like animals.
It's not our job. We're not trained for.
Kohala Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. Much respect to our elders, apostles of JMS, and salutations to the hopeful elect. In 1 hour, America, modern day Babylon, will be destroyed. You see. Now, when we come out and say that, 2/3 of our people who are not in this truth, you see, the generation of faithless children, they don't understand and they can't perceive the words that we say. You see, in order to believe and have faith that America will be destroyed, you gotta understand, you gotta have the outside to be able to see into the future. Now, this faithless generation of our nation, they gotta see to believe. You see, so when we go out there on the highways and byways to prophesy these things, and when we make videos about America's destruction, they can't see it happening. They believe that Esau's kingdom, the so-called white man, is always going to be in rulership. You know, what has happened all these years under Esau's rulership? You see, the whole planet is polluted. You know, everything that we eat, the food, is genetically modified. We got chemicals in the air. You see, we got fluoride in the water. Everything's contaminated. You see, so how is it that this place is not going to be destroyed? When, if you look at it at the point of view, it's going to be destroyed, man. Wickedness is not going to continue forever. You see. Now, 2/3 of our people, when you tell them that, they scoff and mock, but the scriptures tell you that that's going to happen. It says, in the days of Noah, so shall it be in the day of the Son of Man. You know, they were eating and drinking and giving marriage unto their children, and they were smoking and going to parties. You see, I just threw that in, but that's exactly what's happening. Our people don't want to believe that their oppressor, Esau, the so-called white man, his kingdom is going to fall. You know, they trust in oppression. So if the kingdom falls, they're going to fall right with it. You see, we don't care about the 2/3 of our people on this side, because honestly, we're just our enemies. They have the same mindset as Esau and these other nations. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Let's start at Revelations chapter 18. It says, after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, you see, and the earth was lightened with a strong voice saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit. You see, now in America, modern day Babylon, we got this LGBTQ movement, this gay pride, which just lets you know the times that we're in, because they have taken the symbol that Yahweh has promised. You know, he has promised to Noah to never flood the earth again, and they have taken it and made it into a prideful a prideful picture. You see, they're using it to say that they can have pride being a sodomite or a lesbian. I mean, it's not supposed to be like that. You see, it says in a cage for every unclean and hateful bird, and you can tell the racial tension that's going on. Because, hey man, all this is just leading up to the race war. Esau versus Jacob. Jacob versus the other nations. It's just gonna keep getting worse and worse, man. You see? That's why we gotta spiritually come out of this place. We gotta spiritually come out of this place, man. Because when Babylon falls, when things start ramping up, you know, when Esau makes the RFID chip mandatory, we're gonna have to have faith that the Most High is gonna provide for us. You see, we can't rely on Esau, because Esau, all he wants to do is chip us. You know? And the elect of Israel, they're not gonna take that chip. But anyways, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, lest ye be partakers of her plagues." Now the elect right now are being sealed before the four angels unloose the bounds of the wind, which is that destruction. The elect are coming back to the commandments, and they're coming back to who they are. You know, the Israelites. They're starting to keep the laws. They're starting to keep the Sabbath day holy. You see. So the elect are coming out of Egypt and Babylon, which is America. And that's all due to the power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, because he poured his spirit upon us in these end days to bring us back to our power. It wasn't by our own means. It says, her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh has remembered her iniquities. How were her sins reached up into heaven? Well, let's see. All the people that they murdered, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you see, throughout all those years of slavery, of massacring our people, millions and millions of Israelites were just massacred, man. You see, so that's the blood that it's talking about. And even to this day, we're in 2019, and our people are still being killed. Esau has that perpetual hatred, man. You know. And now that they got their KKK frontline man Donald Trump in office, now Esau can show his true power. You see, now they don't have to hide how they really feel inside. Now they can just come out and say, "I hate you niggers, I hate you wetbacks." You see? So Esau is just getting worse and worse by the day. And it says Yahweh has remembered her iniquities. See, the Heavenly Father is not unrighteous to forget what Esau has done. Esau has a history of things that he has done. You see. Now, if you go to jail, they do a background check on you to see if you committed any crimes prior to the crime that you have committed. But Esau, the so-called white man, if you look at his background check, he has a whole history of murders, robberies, and rapes, and he has to pay for that. You see, you're not getting off scot-free, Esau. It says, "Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which he has filled to her double." You see, so double unto her. You know, Esau led us into captivity, so double unto her that captivity. Esau had murdered us, so we're gonna murder them twice. You see, everything that Esau has done, their cup is gonna be filled double, man. Because even though Esau was the whipping stick of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, he's gonna punish them for punishing us. He's just righteous in the Most High's eyes. It says how much she has glorified herself and live deliciously. And hey, these Americans, they are living deliciously. You see, everything is so convenient. You got your local supermarket store right around the corner. You see, you got fast foods in every block. If you want a burger, you can just go to McDonald's, Burger King. You got all these options. Even if you're feeling really lazy, you can order for them to deliver it to you. You see, Babylon has made it so convenient for the people. They don't got to worry about how they're going to get their food, because Esau creates these genetically modified foods anyways and puts it in your local supermarket. You see, everything is made convenient, but that's all about to change. You know, she's living deliciously, but that's all about to change. So much torment and sorrow gave to her, for she said in her heart, I sit as a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So these Edomites have pride, man. You know, I just watched an interview how Donald Trump was asked if he believes in the UFOs, like the sightings of the UFOs that have been seen. But he, you know, his pride, and he put on this fake, what do you call it? He put on this fake answer and said that he didn't believe in UFOs. When they're doing a program, when the CIA and the FBI came out and said they were investigating into the UFOs. So all Donald Trump was doing was lying. He was playing his part for the Illuminati. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine. You see, the Lord's not coming to give out hugs. He's coming to hey man, there's gonna be a lot of murders. There's gonna be a lot of slaughtering when the Lord returns. And most of that slaughtering is gonna be from 2/3 by people and these other nations. It says, and she shall utterly be burnt with fire, for strong is the Lord that judges her. You know, all power was given unto Yahushua. And Yahushua is going to show out. He's going to bring thousands of chariots. He's going to come back with his glory. He says that he's not going to meet Esau as a man, but as a power. A power that can't be comprehended. A power that's out of this world. Spiritual power. And he's going to give some of that spiritual power to his men. You see? So that's the day that we're patiently waiting for. That's the day what we're waiting for, man. It says, the Lord is a man of war. Yeah, he is. The Lord's a man of war, man. That's why he likes to see a good fight. You know? That's why he made an opposing side to Jacob, which is Esau, the so-called white man. It says, and the kings of the earth, you know, like the EU, they're trying to push this one world religion to fit into the New World Order plans. But even if they do succeed with all that, they're still going to be destroyed. It says, the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing after off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, thy great city, Babylon, thy mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. You see? So these other kingdoms, man, these other nations that have drank of the wrath of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, they're going to be looking at America and they're going to be like, how did this great city fall? You see? Because Esau, through his army, he has put himself up on a high pedestal, making everybody think that nobody can take it down. Making everybody think that they're going to last forever. Well, in 1 hour, it's not only going to take 2 days. It's just 1 hour. This shall be brought down. With the chariots, you know, with Yahushua, with the 144,000. It's gonna be a great day. You see? So, hey, come out of her, you Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because we don't have much time, man. That time is getting nearer and nearer as the days go by. You know, so that's all I got for for that lesson. Giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. And much respect to you brothers out there pushing this work. And must giving all glory, and hope and faith to the hopeful elect. You see, that were predestined from the foundations of the earth. Keep on striving. We're almost out of here. With that, I'd like to say, Shalom.
In our obsession with antagonisms of the moment, we often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.